All right.
My hands smell like Carolina Gold barbecue sauce.
What happened? Like, what is Carolina Gold barbecue sauce?
It's the mustard base. A little bit of zestiness to it.
Like, why do you got it on your fingers, though?
I was eating chicken wings for lunch. So
From where?
They were leftovers from Cheesesteak U. And I don't know if there's multiple Cheesesteak U's, but
It's in Red Hill.
Huh?
It's in Red Hill.
What in the world? Who says Red Hill? I've never heard someone refer to it.
My
The
dad.
address. Yeah.
That's how I learned it as.
Red Hill?
Go that CMB right there at Red Hill.
Red Hill.
Mhm.
Well, I'll start saying Red Hill now. Like I say UCLA.
You're local when you start saying Red Hill.
Are you a local when you say UCLA?
No, nobody says that.
You said it. That's literally how I found out about
That's
it.
what the area is called. pretty
You
much.
said, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm driving here. I'm UCLA."
Yeah, but it's more like a joke. Like, not really. People really don't say that.
I'm in UCLA, headed to youth camp. I literally, and I started saying UCLA.
Don't say it out loud.
I say
Don't
UCLA.
Just
I
let
like
it be a
it.
joke.
Yeah.
I liked it. UCLA. Go Dr. Pepper.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Podcast time.
Sup?
John is in a mood today.
I'm feeling trifling, so don't hold this against me. Whatever I say here.
Whatever you say on podcast can and will be held against you.
True.
I have not signed any documentation.
Remember when
saying
we were trying to call you Willie?
this? I feel like I'm in a. That might be the personality I have right now. I'm not possessed, by the way. For you thinking, we're not talking about alternate personalities.
Is that good golf?
Good golf. What's up? I'll take a sponsorship if you want to sponsor me. Yeah.
What would they sponsor you in doing?
They have merch. Just rocking their merch.
Like, but
Model.
Lifestyle wear, you know. They have polos. I gotta wear a polo every
okay.
Monday through Wednesday. I have to wear a polo.
Okay, check this out.
Check.
For somebody to sponsor you
Yeah.
with merch, let's say,
Yeah.
they are expecting something back from the sponsorship that they're giving you.
I'm on podcast every 4 weeks. And I sometimes open up services in front of 1,200 people.
So that's what they're getting. So you're gonna wear good.
Bro, and
when I
you're
open
on the
services.
pre-show.
And I'm on the pre-show sometimes. And that's at least
That's a
100
bunch
people.
of people.
That's 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people right there.
Stupid.
So I influence
You influence people.
thousands.
Man.
So send me
Influencer.
send me an ad. I'll do your merch.
This
right
is
here.
this is millennial conversation right here. Everybody thinks they're an influencer.
Are we not?
Yeah, we are, but like everybody.
Not that kind of influencer.
Yeah. You're not a.
That's what's it called? Self-awareness?
Yeah, self-awareness
Millennials
says-
have poor self-awareness.
They do.
And I'm a
It's
millennial,
very
by the way.
true. Gen Z's even worse.
True.
Yeah, you guys busted. Is that a word? Did I just make up a lingo?
Busted?
I'm pretty sure Busted's existed forever.
Yeah, like
Words existed forever, but you changed the meanings. Come
did,
on.
did Gatorade exist forever?
Did what?
Gatorade, the word.
That is a what's it? Is it a proper noun? A personal noun? What's it called? Take out titles, nouns, stuff like that.
Nouns are people, places, and things. That's
I'm
taking
thinking-
out a lot of
We'll
stuff.
do names. Names. There is the brand names, stuff like that. Outside of that,
Well, we are how many minutes into this podcast, and we've said nothing so far.
4.
I mean, these
4
are,
minutes into this podcast, and we have wasted 4 minutes of people's
Caleb
time.
would say something like, "The people want to see this."
People like specific content.
Caleb has a plaid shirt on.
Oh,
So-
I've never seen him wear a plaid
I've
shirt.
never seen him until I guess it was probably a week ago. He wore it for the first time. First time I've ever seen him in something like this.
Did a specific someone gift this to you?
No, I was told to buy this by a specific someone.
Oh, who was that?
Bro, my girlfriend. Who
I mean,
else?
that girl
Photo
said,
here.
No,
shit, that
you
girl-
tried that junk last week. That
that
still
girl-
ain't up.
that girl has convinced him. Now, in Caleb's life, since he's turned probably 10 years old, maybe 12, 10 years old. At 10 years old, Caleb refused to put on jeans because he didn't like the texture on his legs.
Don't like it still.
I love it.
And has never worn jeans since 10 years old.
So if I want anything to get done by Caleb, I just need to talk to bleep. Like you gotta bleep out.
Yeah, we bleep it out just in case they don't work out,
Yeah.
because then you don't have to go back and delete all of these podcasts.
Yeah, Yeah, you know how that is. Like when you break up with someone, you know they broke up because you can just go into their like photos, and that person is no longer there. It was like they got taken by the CIA, and that person is no longer
deleted.
exists. I was like, what happened to the 3 years with this person? Oh,
3 years gone.
they're
Just
gone. They're
deleted.
not. They don't even exist anymore. That's always how it happens.
Is that always how it happens?
I don't know. This is my first girlfriend. I still like her.
Pretty much, I feel like.
I feel like that light is affecting the camera. Is it not?
No.
Okay.
It does trip me out a little bit. It's like covering half of the whatever that is. The doohickey.
A camera?
No, not
So
the camera
2
part.
weeks ago, we didn't put a podcast out because the content was so bad that we recorded.
This might be
This
one of
is
those.
This is not
this
bad
is
content.
one of those podcasts that may be the same way.
Comment below if you think this is just an interesting piece of conversation that you just were
Well,
laughing at listening
it
to.
is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
Black Friday's already passed. Cyber Monday starts today, I guess, right?
Yep.
Or Cyber
Cyber Monday right now.
So get your online shopping done while listening to us online ramble about
Here
some
we go.
stuff. But it's the kickoff to the holiday season.
Christmas, here we are.
Do you,
Christmas.
is the kickoff to the holiday season, is that before Thanksgiving or is that after Thanksgiving?
It's like the day after Halloween, right?
Yeah, I think it's November 1st. Kind of kicks off the holiday season.
I'll-
And that goes all the way through like January 2nd.
I think we just had an earthquake here. Sorry.
I got it. This is my foot.
Um,
I was about to say, what's y'all's opinion online of what's the kickoff to the holiday season? Because I could see people saying it's after Thanksgiving. You don't,
no doubt.
you don't sing songs that say Happy Holidays and mean it about Thanksgiving.
That was pretty good, bud.
I had a meeting with Simeon earlier. That's why I'm
Got
starting
that.
to get better.
La, 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 la. Yeah, I think as long as you're saying the holiday season and not the Christmas season, I think people will battle with the Christmas season being after Thanksgiving.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
the holiday season kind of encompasses all three of them: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. To
Totally
me,
agree there. I'm on that train.
you're on that train.
I'm on that train.
What do you do for Christmas?
Oh,
What is like a Kilman Christmas tradition?
well, for us, for me and Christy now, it is.
No. I'm saying like
Oh.
your life, like Kilman.
Growing up.
All right, so Christmas Eve for the Kilmans, all the family, like our direct family, like grandmothers, grandfathers, they would come over to my parents' house, and on Christmas Eve, we would have a low country bowl, and then I say bowl, yeah, low country bowl, and
Not bowl,
not bowl,
but boil. A low country boil.
yeah, we would do that.
Because broiling and boiling are two different things.
Yes,
Correct.
they are. Correct. And so we would do that. We'd feast, and then we would open presents from the grandparents. And then when I was still in the house, we convinced our parents to let us open one gift on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
So you get to open one in front of everybody, and then the next morning you're opening
What
it.
was the gift that you remember opening growing up and you're like, I will never forget that moment I opened up this?
I think it would be between the PlayStation 2 and probably Guitar Hero.
Nice.
Yeah, one of those two would probably be the gifts I remember specifically. As a small kid, I got that remote, like the electric Jeep that you drive around in.
Mhm.
And my dad was putting that together in a room, and I walked in basically, and he like slammed the door in my face.
What about you? You got a gift that you just remember?
Totally. I vividly remember the day I got the Wii.
Yeah.
That's
Wii.
the same as Johnny's PS2 pretty much, where you're just that console meant so much to me afterward. Where it was some of the most fun like video games you ever played, and the Wii was awesome. And then quite possibly the Wii, the PS5 year where it was just so hard to get, and Mom pulled one out of her left sock or somehow, and that came through.
That was a cool moment.
I'll never forget it. That was just, what the heck is that doing here? I remember a Ninja Turtles sewer layer thing that I begged for and used 4 times because it was not nearly as cool as the commercials made it to be.
You know, you always find that with toys. Like, there's things that you're like, oh, I can't wait to get this. And that's what I think we find at Christmas. It shows you how good people are at marketing. And they convince you that stuff is really great. And then you get it, and it's not nearly as great. There were these little hamster things that ran around the track. What were those things called?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm about to look them up.
Oh.
Zoomies or something like that?
The
Umi Zoomies? Is that a thing?
Team Umi Zumi was a kid show.
As a kid's show?
Hamster toy.
I don't remember this at all.
2000s.
They used to drive around the track, man. My kids wanted them so bad. And
Zuzu Pets.
Zuzu Pets.
Zuzu Pets.
And we spent so much time and money getting Zuzu Pets together, and they were a waste because they never played with them.
Ours was Beyblades. That was kind of our thing that we just spent a bunch
How
of.
about, are y'all too young to remember like Pogs? You remember them?
I don't know the Pog.
Pogs. If you told me what it, I know the name. If you told me what
It's
it was,
like the little coins that you would play the game. Some no.
Nope.
Y'all too little remember Pogs?
Pogs. No, I was born in '94, so.
Ay.
I was born in 04. So.
Yay. Well, I was in high school when you were born.
So probably not something I played with.
So you don't remember G.I. Joe either.
I know G.I. Joe's movies. Yeah.
The Rock was in
I wasn't
one.
a big.
Channing Tatum was in a G.I.
I
Joe
wasn't.
movie.
I wasn't a big action figure guy. Like I didn't have a lot of those.
We had He-Man and wrestling figures. Those were our two big ones. So I remember the Christmas morning we walked out to He-Man, and I will say, you know, I mean, it had Castle Grayskull. We probably had, I don't know, 6 or 8 figurines inside of the set, and they were all just set out. And then that same Christmas, we got a wrestling ring and these wrestling figures as well. And those wrestling figures are that big, and just, it was like, man, incredible. I remember Christmas getting a Walkman. You know what a Walkman is?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
is.
a radio
I got
for
that.
your hip.
I know what that
Right, radio for your hip, and you
Yeah.
wear your headphones and walk around and play. I remember that.
I saw that in a museum one time.
Stupid.
Uh-uh.
Y'all young folk, man. Y'all young folk.
I got a CD player.
What are you getting JD3 for his first Christmas?
Bro, what's that
We
cheese ball
talked
get?
about this. I think we're going to do 3 gifts. And kind of try to set that as what we would like to do, but we want something like each year to be something he, like tradition-wise, we talked about doing something to where it's something he can use for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So like something more.
Till that man cries for a Ninja Turtle layer, and you're like, yes, sir, whatever you want. Anything to make you happy.
Ninja Turtle layer. Yeah. I mean, sure. I'm sure they'll change. That's the idea. But
What are you getting, Christy? Got big plans
That's
for her?
secretive.
Listen, bro.
Don't be starting with this junk.
Listen.
yeah, if you
That
don't-
man already, it is end of November, and that man already has packages coming in for his girlfriend for Christmas.
no doubt.
He has
Don't start.
he has spent so much money on her
True.
already.
I mean, it's just
He better pull them reins. Yeah, you
He doesn't
spoiling
know what
her
to do.
early.
He doesn't know what to do. It's his first.
Spoiling her early.
He might tone down. You
He
never
won't.
know. Well, you set the
I'm like,
standard.
What's the best gift you ever gave Christy?
I'm like my dad.
Mm,
We're just good gift givers.
I can't. Honestly, I don't remember. Like,
You don't remember giving her anything?
I'm sure I gave her great gifts. I just don't. Like, I can't remember her any. I give her what she wants. She tells me what she wants. I get it. That's just,
Well, what are you getting for her this year? You have a plan?
no,
Not yet.
not yet. We'll probably this weekend. That's probably when all these sales and stuff go on. I'll probably order a few things, and that'll be it.
Your families live a couple hours away from each other. How did y'all split up the holiday season?
We are just road warriors.
Road Warriors. I like
Yeah.
it. Do you remember the Road Warriors?
Is that wrestling?
Ay.
What
They
is
were, yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
wrestlers.
Is it? I thought it was
Hawk
like
and
a-
Animal.
Okay, I thought it was like some kind of like series, like
Like Twilight, like
Survivor or whatever. It's
Survivor Series?
Yeah.
That's amazing, too.
called. Okay. I
But
don't
no,
know.
Road Warriors are Hawk and Animal. Used to wear the big shoulder pads with
Okay,
the big
with the
spikes on it and
spikes,
the
yeah.
painted face.
Look like
yeah.
Georgia fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
look like Georgia fans.
Yeah.
So
Hawk used to say, "Hell doesn't want us, and heaven's afraid we're gonna take over."
that's pretty good. That's a
How
good line.
terrible is that?
That's a good line, though.
Some wrestling stuff right there.
That's a good line. Yeah,
Road Warriors.
we're road warriors. So we basically, if you know geography, we're basically driving through Columbia to go to Clemson and just making a circle back for Thanksgiving usually and for Christmas. So, like, if my parents are out of town because they love my sister more than me. Just kidding. I use that against them all the time, but that's not true.
You're like, oh no, they're gonna watch this. I better not say
They
that.
don't. They might actually watch this podcast. Mama Rachel does for sure.
Hey, Momo.
Picture of her here.
No, you can't just be asking me to do stuff like that.
All right, so
Hey, Momo.
Mama. So
Well-
we just spend usually a couple days in one. A few
Rachel
days in
Mays.
Rachel Mays, go find her. Add her on.
Add her on social media.
Yeah, you would
Go
love
follow
to
her on TikTok.
You would love. Yeah, follow her on TikTok. She's an influencer.
Influence. She taught you everything you know about influence.
I mean, it would make sense. Yeah.
All right, let's talk something that we probably shouldn't talk about.
So that makes sense.
Lord. Where are you going with this?
I don't know, but let's talk something that Caleb and I love this conversation,
Oh Lord.
and we share videos back and forth
Oh Lord.
of this concept. Let's just we'll just scratch the surface type conversation.
There is
Okay.
a podcast in line to talk about most of this stuff.
Okay, so
We'll touch on it.
we'll touch on it. We'll just
I
scratch
didn't
the
see it in
surface.
the notes, so
Podcast coming with more details, but are you nervous?
probably I might say I don't know.
You may say something really stupid.
Good. I'm trifling today, so I have an excuse.
So there is a popular concept right now that everything is pagan.
Suckers. Sorry,
What's that about?
I was just being trifling.
Oh, so there's this pop culture concept that everything is pagan, and Christmas is pagan, Santa Claus is pagan, ornaments are pagan, trees are pagan, quite a bit of it. And where do we get that the birth of Jesus Christ is December 25th? Why did they pick December 25th for the birth of Christ? Caleb knows the answer, so
Yeah,
Caleb's going to give us the correct answer.
I don't have a.
You don't know. You don't know why?
I know historically when they would probably think that he was born and it's not December 25th.
Correct.
I don't have the historiological answer for why they picked the 25th.
Caleb, why did they pick the 25th?
Because early Christians believe that Jesus was conceived and crucified on the same day, and most early Christian culture teaches that March 25th is the crucifixion date of Jesus, meaning 9 months after March 25th would be December 25th.
Yep.
Oh, God. That's pretty cool. I had no clue.
Yep.
No idea.
So, no, Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. It's not historically accurate, but it is a day that we have chosen to pick to celebrate it.
Sounds good.
One of the popular things is that all of these sun gods, they're having celebrations on the same day, but
None of them show up in literature until after Christians have started
until
celebrating
after
Christmas.
Constantine said, "Hey, we're going to celebrate Christ's birth on December 25th." And Santa Claus was a real dude, man. He's awesome. He did a lot of really great things. Punched a guy in the face.
Yeah.
Punched a guy in the face for talking junk about Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
I bet he had a mean right hook.
So sometimes in culture, it's hard for us just to enjoy things without picking everything apart. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm about to be very like, why do we feel the need that we have to just nitpick everything?
For instance, we had a group go hunting on Saturday of last week. Did a pheasant hunt, and some lady in the social media post like bashed. I wasn't even there hunting, but like bashed me in the church for killing birds. Like why can't we just step back, take a breath, and go, you know what? That's pretty normal.
Like it's it's okay for you not to agree with what I'm doing,
Right.
But it has nothing to do. There's no heresy. There's no salvific issues. There's not even doctrinal stances on bird killing. like there's nothing. There's no Nicene Creed, and it includes just I get it, and we respect the position that other people are taking, and they will respect the position that you are taking. If you told me, just talking about hunting, if you said hunting is against what you think is just right, it's not for you, I totally get
cool.
it. Totally understand.
Vegan because you love animals, totally cool with that.
Sure.
Go for it.
And I may have things in a conversation, I would have disagreements with you about.
Sure.
But I feel no need to just automatically, out of rage, blast you and say, "You trying to take my guns away from me?" No, I'm. This is not a.
What was that voice?
That's just what I imagine.
Grumpy Southerner.
Every says it like that. Don't tread on me. I don't know. I have no clue.
So I agree. Like in our faith, in our not faith. We won't call it faith. We'll step out. We'll step to almost a side conversation in our Christian walk attached inside of the church world. There's oftentimes people who may not agree with something that has no. It's not a heaven or hell issue.
It's not a heaven or hell issue. It just somehow it intersects between churchdom and life.
Culture and upbringing, and you have a lot of these things intersecting into you having a strong opinion about something, said thing.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, somebody wears a hat on stage.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful, absolutely not. Or, it's totally normal, looks nice, completely. And neither one of those things are right or wrong. It's just culture and
traditional
values, upbringing that has created a very strong, passionate point that you have.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about right and wrong stuff. I'm not talking about heaven or hell things.
Right.
The Bible's very clear about certain things.
Yeah.
Wearing jeans on stage is not one of them. I heard a popular preacher this past week a couple weeks ago preached on holy jeans and on the platform, and I just don't know why. Yeah. Why is that a thing?
And it's okay for
him to have that stance, right? You are totally welcome to have that stance.
But yeah, it takes away. It takes away from not only your influence inside your congregation, and there's people who are sitting there who don't care anything about your stance on whether there's jeans in the pulpit, on the worship team, in the choir. They want to know about Jesus.
Right. No, listen, boobies hanging out, butts hanging out,
standards.
Stuff of that nature. Absolutely, we have standards on stage. We don't let shorts on stage.
Sure.
We don't let guys with soft pants on stage.
For practical reasons.
Right. But it's not a heaven or hell issue. It's just these are our standards. These are the things we put in place.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to bash you for letting someone on stage who's wearing shorts, because I've been to mission countries where it's so hot that
cinder block walls.
Yes.
It's 100% humidity inside of there.
Yeah. But we made these huge sweeping statements of perceived truth that are so characterized by our upbringings, our traditions, our thoughts, and not really grounded in absolute truth.
And the person's missing out so much on relationships they could be having with people because they make these decisions to stand on these certain topic.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree totally. So we're coming into, we've had people leave the church because of one of our pictures had Santa Claus on it. That is small-minded to me.
It's reasonable.
There are people that have trouble with Disney. My wife loves Disney. There are people that have trouble with. I saw somebody I love the other day putting something on social media about sports players being paid so much money. Why would you pay them so much money? And you're just like, well, you didn't. If you didn't watch a game, if you didn't go to a game, if you didn't buy the products that they're promoting, you didn't pay them any money. So what does it matter? Why are we fighting over that? Like in the church world, in our family of believers, why are we fighting over stuff that just has no heaven or hell value at all? Listen, I'm totally cool fighting righteous fights.
Sure.
I believe in that.
Sure.
But fighting whether or not I should wear tennis shoes on stage doesn't seem like a righteous fight to me.
I mean, you could say it's a pride thing. You can say I want to be right, or there's things that you are so, you hold so dear, and as golden calves in your life that you think everyone should honor those things because those things have either made an impact on your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
for sure, that totally makes sense to me.
Yeah,
there are things that hymns made an impact in my life. If it were up to me, I would sing a church hymnal every Sunday because I love them.
Yeah,
I walk around the office singing church hymnals all the time. I love them.
Can confirm that is true.
I walk around the house singing them all the time.
Me too.
I love hymns.
Me too.
But people who don't sing hymns, we very rarely sing hymns. We're not bad.
I don't go to Simeon's office and say, if you don't sing a hymn this week, I'm turning in my letter of resignation.
Right.
It's not a thing. I feel very strongly about, I love all types of Christian music.
Yeah.
But I just rock with what we got.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm okay with that.
It's a very weird place we live in our culture right now where everything has to be we have to be extremely passionate about everything. We can't just say, I don't care.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me this. I don't know how you can be passionate about everything and really be passionate about everything.
You can't. I just think you have to have it is perceived that you have to have a strong opinion about everything.
And for me, I can't. I can't.
I don't have a strong
opinion. My incompetence. I have a lot of incompetence in areas, and I would rather not be passionate and just spit maybe a fact or that I saw on an Instagram reel or whatever. I'd rather not do that, keep to myself, and then if anybody asks me my opinion on it, say, I kind of feel this way towards it, but I really I don't know.
For sure.
I don't know. It's
for sure. Christmas being a pagan holiday. This is kind of where we're starting. Christmas being a pagan holiday is one of those things that, for me, I'm thankful that I'm able to have these conversations with my son. I'm thankful we're able to share back and forth wisdom and articles and things that we're reading and things that we're seeing to help to create even a firmer foundation inside of us and our lives about who Christ is and why we celebrate this season. And listen to your pastor, please. If I'm not your pastor, listen to this old guy that's been in it a while and has some wisdom here, okay? Just because you saw it on Facebook doesn't mean it's true.
Very true.
Just because you read an article. Man, there's people that are putting out articles that have no sources for what they're stating.
I could put out an article if I wanted to.
You could. and no sources of what you're stating, and people just take it and share it and just make it such truth just because that's what we're looking for, the clickbait inside of our social media world. And sometimes we just need to take a step back and go, how did we miss it all of these years? And now all of a sudden, everything we've thought to be truth now is so completely off base. Let's get to the bottom of this and look through actual sources of whatever it is that you're searching for. Let's look through actual sources and see what actual historians are saying about said subject. See what actual theologians are saying about said subject. Not what, ooh, I almost said something stupid right there. Sometimes you just talking in a podcast room and forget that people are going to see this. It doesn't matter what even someone that you trust in your life, if they're saying something that's incorrect, it's okay that you love them and trust them. They just may be incorrect in this one subject matter. So it's okay to take a step back and go, I just don't agree with them there. Yeah. I'm sure there's some things that I've said to you that you go, I just don't agree with them there. You know?
But
I remember when we went to Disney and I was like, bro, just buy your wife that. And you were like, I don't agree with you there. You know?
Yeah. There's totally, you don't have to take all the things and then say, I'm just going to stand on that and just dig yourself into a hole. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is really strange how we are operating in this culture today.
And I almost said something like,
be careful.
I'll take the wisdom here.
Because you're in a mood, I can tell.
Yeah. I'll just drink some of that. If you don't think sodas are okay for me to drink, that's okay. I'm still going to drink this Dr. Pepper, and I still love you.
Sure. That's totally okay.
That's science right there, John.
Totally okay.
But there's no reason for them to
say I'm a heathen and go into hell and not trust this ministry because I just drank a sip of soda.
Correct. It's interesting thoughts. So, again, just scratching the surface. I mean, we went from what's your favorite Christmas toy to we dove in deep right there.
Straight paganism. Man.
I mean, we dove in head first into something.
Praise the Lord.
So maybe next week's podcast needs to be on as Christmas a pagan holiday.
We'll check the schedule.
So, anyways, thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes, and I love y'all, and it's okay to not have an opinion about something. It's okay just to step back and go, that's cool. That's how they want to be. That's how they want. And again, I'm not talking about heaven or hell issues.
I'm about like our kickers athletes.
Right. Who cares?
Who cares?
Is Clemson better than Carolina? Guess what? Who cares? We know. Not even going to say anything.
We know who's better.
73-14. 673-1. Y'all, we whoop. Y'all look. Y'all.
Hey, Clemson fans, don't forget the ties.
They literally, we just unleashed the Clemson fan base
well, guess
on
what?
us right now.
The game's already happened now, so.
Yeah.
That's this Saturday. We gotta make a prediction.
Which means Jason Pinky's a Clemson fan.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah. Terrible one, too.
Oh,
he's terrible.
And he watches this.
He watches. And so
let's see if he watches to the end. Let's do a trick here.
Trick right here. See if he did.
What do we do to trick him? Jason, post your score prediction.
It's over. He's already seen the score.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Jason,
but
we need you to comment Pink Elephant if you watched the whole way
comment
through.
What the score of the Clemson game
Here goes what I think the score will be.
Okay.
Now listen. I am the guy that picked Denver to go to the Super Bowl.
And the Bears.
I am the guy who picked
and the Bears.
The Gamecocks to beat Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, and Clemson this year.
And what did we do?
We've lost to all of them.
Somebody asked me if Somebody asked me about tickets for the Carolina game just now as we were talking.
But one. We've lost them all but one.
Oh, you didn't know.
So I'm going with a prediction of, you ready for this?
Hit me.
28-24.
Woo!
Son.
Who's winning?
Gamecocks.
What?
Bowl bound, baby. Bowl bound. Here we come. We going to the Memphis Bowl.
Bourbon Bowl.
Bourbon Bowl.
The South Florida Rice Krispie Treat
That's
Bowl.
it. That's what we're going to.
It's the toilet
What you
bowl
got?
in
What's
Memphis.
your prediction?
I think
We're going bowling, baby.
Are we going bowling, Johnny?
if Clemson fumbles the ball 3 times, we win.
Doesn't. That's not a
That's
prediction.
the most
about
random
to give the
stipulation
score.
I ever heard.
What if they don't fumble the ball 3 times? Then you're
Then
going to say, "Well, we didn't
lost.
fumble the ball. We lost."
Carolina lost if they don't fumble the
Son
ball.
of a gun.
So if they fumble the ball, if Butterfinger, Klubner fumbles the ball, the score is going to be 31
Mm-hmm. Okay.
to 20.
Caleb.
Final score prediction: 31-24,
Okay.
University of South Carolina.
Man, I was close with Caleb, so it's got to be.
Gamecocks. Let's go. Here we go. We got 2 out of 3 that picked the Gamecocks.
At Willie B, let's go.
Honestly, inside, I don't have any thought that they're going to win.
I don't
I'm
either.
expecting them to get whooped.
We almost lost to Jackson State. Not Jackson State.
Yeah.
Jackson State.
Is that Jackson State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furman-
They might be the real Gamecock.
Furman scored 21 on us.
Yeah.
There's-
I have nothing inside of me that
And then
thinks
we
we're
go
gonna win.
beat Mississippi State and we go hold our own against Georgia. We are the most confusing football team
But-
on this side of Mississippi.
But God's still good. He still sits on the throne.
And I ain't going to fight about it.
Yeah, I love Clemson fans.
Because your wife's
That's as long as they don't have Clemson
As long as
colors
they
on.
got the last name Kilman.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's not fight about it.
No.
Who cares? I don't.
Nobody.
All right. Love y'all. Have a
We
good day.
love y'all.
Peace. Let's go.
See ya.